پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتو یې پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا
Good evening and welcome to this hour's news. I'm Suleiman Talash and this is RTA News. Today is Friday, November 8, 2024. Maulavi Abdul Salam Hanafi, the administrative deputy of the Prime Minister, met with a number of Shia leaders. In this meeting, Asadullah Sadati spoke on behalf of others and besides expressing his happiness on the provision of national security, he also mentioned the need for the efforts of the compatriots to strengthen stability and peace in the country. Maulavi Abdul Salam Hanafi said that Afghanistan is the joint home of all and the Islamic Emirate is the service of the Afghan nation as a responsible government. Mr. Hanafi also said that the development of the country is possible as a result of the efforts of all compatriots and asked all the compatriots to unite to defend the territorial integrity of the country and the government. Sohail Shaheen, head of the political office of the Islamic Emirate in Qatar, met and talked with the new Italian ambassador to Afghanistan. The head of the political office of the Islamic Emirate in Qatar wrote on his X page that the two sides discussed education, health sector, humanitarian aid, the fight against climate change, and the alternative of poppy cultivation for farmers in this meeting. Sohail Shaheen called these meetings productive, adding that both sides emphasized on continuing the meetings. The Deputy Minister of Anti-Narcotics of the Ministry of Interior Affairs announced the arrest of two people in connection with the smuggling of drugs in Nangarhar province. According to the deputy, these two persons were arrested by the Anti-Narcotics Department in cooperation with the Anti-Narcotics Department of the Nangarhar province. The Ministry of Energy and Water has started solar power generation projects in Kabul and some provinces. Officials of this ministry say that they are working with some foreign and domestic companies to produce solar electricity in Logar, Khost, Paktia, Zabul and Farah provinces. We have more in the report. The spokesperson of the Ministry of Energy and Water says that in the field of solar electricity production, this ministry is responsible for the production of solar electricity in many provinces, including Kabul. A number of contracts have also been signed with a number of companies in the field of solar electricity by the Ministry of Energy and Water. Solar power projects in Paktia, Zabul and Farah provinces, as well as in Logar, Khost, Kabul and Parwan provinces, about 225 megawatts of solar power projects have been planned by the Ministry of Energy and Water. At the same time, Afghan investors call the production of solar electricity a key factor for the economic growth of the country, but they say that the Islamic Emirate should give priority to the private sector. In Afghanistan, just as we need a park for factories, we also need a park for solar power, where the land should be distributed to the people. If someone gives 5 megawatts of power and someone gives 10 megawatts of power, it should all be connected to the network, and we support these projects. It's to be mentioned that last week, 10 megawatts of solar power in Sarobi district of Kabul province was officially commissioned by the authorities of the Islamic Emirate. The General Executive Director of National Development Company visited Gori Cement Factory during his visit to Baghlan province under the leadership of a technical delegation. Mr. Atash called the Gori Cement Factory the biggest infrastructure of the country from the historical and economic point of view and gave comprehensive instructions to the local officials to improve the quality and production of cement. It's worth mentioning that Gori Cement Factory currently produces 600 tons of cement in 24 hours, which directly provides employment to 700 people. The Afghan Red Crescent Society says that 285 houses built by this society were handed over to the earthquake-affected families in Shakarab, Bande Afzal and Sangekotal areas of Gulran district in Herat province and 3 houses in Zindajan district. The head of this society, Sheikh Shahabuddin Dilawar, said in the ceremony held in connection with the distribution of houses that it is the responsibility of this society to reach out to the vulnerable, needy, destitute, orphaned families and patients at the level of the whole country, and every worker is fully honest. He is ready to serve his countrymen with complete sincerity. Kabul residents appreciate the ongoing construction projects in the city by the municipality, saying that they could be monitored and evaluated from time to time for better quality. On the other hand, officials of Kabul municipality assure the quality of ongoing construction projects, adding that dozens of projects are under construction this year, which will be completed within the specified period according to the contract. Let's see more in the report.
Kabul residents welcome the construction of roads, canals and other construction projects from the municipality and want the Kabul municipality to monitor and evaluate the quality of projects from time to time.
On the way, we saw roads, the construction work was going well, things were going well. But if we want to continue this construction work, better work needs to be done and monitored so that the affairs remain constant. Whoever is responsible, it should be monitored in a good, transparent manner. And the work they are entrusted with should be done with good quality.
On the other hand, officials say that all the construction projects and route in Kabul city have been awarded according to regular planning and building, and the completion time is an important part of the contract, along with the quality and quantity.
All the projects that are planned for this year, especially the large and useful roads that exist, including the expansion of the Kote Sangi Demazang Road, the Kabul Jalalabad Road, the Kotal Road, and other basic roads that will be built in the city of Kabul. Kabul municipality has supervisory engineers in charge of these projects.
This is while Kabul municipality has completed many projects from the purpose of order and green environment, and some of them are still under construction.
Young officers of the Ministry of National Defense graduated from the 15-day Air Defense course of the Artillery Directorate. The Ministry of National Defense says that these young officers of the Central and Field Corps, after successfully completing a 15-day course, and graduated today during a ceremony with certificates. During the ceremony, officials encouraged the graduates to continue their various military career trainings. And the final one is that the Ministry of Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock announced the distribution of improved wheat seeds and chemical fertilizers to more than 400 farmers in Chatmal district of Balkh province. According to the ministry, the aid, which includes a bag of white chemical fertilizer, a bag of black chemical fertilizer, and a bag of improved wheat seeds, was distributed by the Islamic Relief Organization in collaboration with the Balkh Agriculture, Irrigation and Livestock Department to 474 farmers in the province. And that's all for tonight. Stay with us to stay updated. Have a good night.
شهیدانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور دا د باتورانو کور ساتوي پسرو وینو دا د شهیدانو کور دا